Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bobcats kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will get first crack at it today. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. Wasn't highly touted in high school, but man, did he get the attention of the coaches in camp and won the starting job. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Grab behind the line. It's Barney. Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Cornhuskers are moving quickly down the field. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. To throw, it's Calandria. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. They knock him down right at the 20-yard line. Not enough for the first down, but maybe they'll keep the offense on the field. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, the head coach has to like that. It's the first drive of the entire year. You did some good stuff on the drive. You get yourself in field goal range. Most important, you come away with points to kick this season off.
The Bobcats offense will now get its first chance with the football. And David, we'll see whether this running back has the ability to elevate his game and really become a star in this offense.
Yeah, he's still developing. You know, I think when you watch him, you say, oh, he's still learning the vision and how to play the running back spot. And I think you leave him, Jesse, going, I want a little bit more. I want more consistency, more big plays so this offense can really take off.
Breaks into the open. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Goes to the option. Pulls it on the option. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make That's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And the Bobcats will call on their punt team. They ought to be able to use this first punt to pin them deep. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Swings it out to the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
The Huskers will send out the punt unit. Gets it away. It's a laser and maybe no chance for a return. They'll start this drive from the 42. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Finds his big tight end. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bowman. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver. And, man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Pugh. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Bobcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Play action. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Quickly complete. He did everything he could to find enough running room, but he'll be stopped about 3 yards short of the first down marker. It's fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that's going to tie it up.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. That's reeled in. It's Nelson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Quick release by the QB. Now the Quick connection takes it to the 11.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line.
Might have a chance. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
They go to the counter and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Punts it out of the air. There he goes. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this first half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. And the Bobcats racing to the line in a hurry-up. They have just 3 measly points on the board, but trying to cobble a little something together here before. He wants to go deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to throw again. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Husker! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And how about this defense making plays? Not only do you force the fumble, the awareness to scoop it up. Understand the difference between trying to jump on it but pick it up and make a play. They make a play. In this offense, they have not put together a lot of scoring drives, and now they give up points on the other end. They got to get it together.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what update do you have for us?
Here on the Ohio sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the Cornhuskers. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Nebraska uses a timeout here. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll run the screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Nebraska calls a timeout, and that's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Here's the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He'll throw it. Got a man. It's Nelson. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football, and now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
It's complete to the right, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. He fires one deep over the middle. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. He's got it on the run. That should be the final play of the first half. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. The Cornhuskers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the 3rd quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. The Bobcats in the hurry up.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Bobcats decide to punt it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the Nebraska offense heads out to start this drive. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They feed him again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's got him. turning it on. At the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Nebraska.
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is
looking long. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Finds his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. The Bobcats send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Checking in from the Nebraska sideline. Guys, I can feel the energy here and the chemistry between...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Dropping back, it's Calandria. Rifles it down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Off the play fake on first down. Floats it out in space. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And the Bobcats with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Third and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Here's a heat. And they got it.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back, you get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats and get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Right down the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Pulls it in, it's Hunter. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Here we go. Ready. Go. Off the play fake on 1st down. Wants to throw. Lets it fly. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Bobcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Great place to start for this offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Right back to the well. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, in the last 2 plays, they've given this guy the ball, and he's done a really nice job, shown really nice vision. He's gotten what's available to him. He hasn't broken off the 60-yarder quite yet, but he is doing a nice job of putting this offense now in a very manageable 3rd down situation.
Going for 6. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
Ohio sends out the offense to start this drive. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The old coaching cliche, go win-no every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.